This gig had been a sweet one. Trixie, who lay in a twitching heap in the doorway of Burr's cell, had been lulled into a false sense of security by the culture of the sanitarium. The guard was the same. He had gotten lax. He carried a gun but hadn't used it for years. He hadn't thought he'd ever used it. Of course, he never would. Not with that trembling hand, not with the way he fumbled at his holster. In 12 long strides, Burr cleared the distance down the hall. He was to the guard just when the doughy man had the weapon in his hand. The guard leveled the muzzle with Burr's face in time for the killer to snatch his hand, push the weapon away, and use the heel of his palm to crush his nose up into his skull cavity. The guard didn't even have time to scream. While shaking the blood from his hand, Burr snatched the gun from the dying man's grip. The guard was put out of his misery while, not far from Burr, the shouts of more guards frightened by gunfire rose the alarm. Nicolaus Burr looked at the security camera poised in the corner of the ceiling, raised the gun, and spent a round in the lens. And that concludes another chapter of Babysitter Bloodbath, the adaptation of the puppet combo game that we played some months ago by Regina Watts. Yeah, that's actually what I was reading this time. Welcome to another Purblind Gamer Spooktober stream. The day of witching and death and skeletons is almost upon us. But not yet. Today there's still time for more games before the true horror descends upon this world. The drunks go to bars dressed in costume. The children dressed in costume pound on your doors asking for cookies and candy. And the ghouls eat your flesh. Happy Halloween almost. And I do appreciate everybody who came to our Alone in the Dark stream on Wednesday after we missed the Sunday stream, which we finished it with the aid of a walkthrough towards the end. I mean, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know a lot of things? It did end up being a fun game. Some weird monsters and a plot that tied together in a little more traditional way than The Seventh Guest. But now it's time to move on from being alone in the dark to another game where okay, technically you're alone and you're technically in the dark, but it's different. Yes, Splatterhouse 3D Gold. Now you may say, but David, when they rebooted the Splatterhouse franchise, didn't they just call it Splatterhouse? A tiresome convention really needs to die. And yes, they did. But this is a fan game made in GameMaker in the late 2000s and re-released in 2010. It's a sort of Wolfenstein-like first-person shooter, or first-person puncher, made in GameMaker, and is surprisingly fun. I'm glad the author took the time to combine the two original games into this package and fix a bunch of bugs, and it still runs well on modern systems. And I don't know, I think it could be a study in how to adapt 2D games into 3D. But then, I have unusual tastes. So yes, it's the only Splatterhouse game that our friends Haggard Hessian and Neon Arcade haven't played yet. I mean, except maybe for the reboot, and ANSI Splatterhouse. That's the thing. A lot of things out on the web. But I certainly enjoyed this. When I first played it, I've played through it a couple times over the years, and I hope you all will too for this short horror Saturday. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the original Splatterhouse trilogy, I recommend you check it out on the arcade and Sega Genesis. I played Splatterhouse 2 as one of my early streams, which I think is the best game in the series. Hey, Haggard Hessian, welcome in. We were just thinking about you since you were playing some Splatterhouse the other night. Everybody, please go check out our friend Haggard Hessian. It was great. Even if I wish the ending had been a little, well, bloodier. Think you'll tackle the rest of the trilogy too? And other retro horror games? Oh yeah, Deathloop. That looked like a pretty fun one. Did I say your name 3 times? Oh, right, gotta be careful with that, after we played Beetlejuice last weekend. Hey, you tricked me into it. Splatterhouse 3D Gold. And actually, apparently the guy who made it later on went to do, like, a more extensive Splatterhouse fan trilogy in Doom. So, it's been pretty cool, and I will try that out eventually, but I wanted to introduce you guys to this since it's even more obscure and first Splatterhouse 3D I came in contact with. Yeah, I agree, Hessian. So Splatterhouse 3 was just kind of ordinary, more traditional gameplay. And not bad, but the time limits just pissed me off to no end. Took out the fun of exploring the mansion and finding the alternate paths. And, yeah, secrets were too hard to find. Interesting fights, though. And 1 is pretty good. I think it's a little more difficult than 2, but I don't know. I mean, it's got good graphics being in the arcade, and has some of the bosses are pretty great. So, yes, I should switch too. And I realize the channel points are kind of lean these days. I'll be adding more of them back in, especially after Halloween. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for tomorrow's Halloween stream. Yeah, sorry, that should... Yeah, that fills the screen a little better. Jennifer's screams echo in the back of your mind. She begged you not to leave her there. You didn't even look back. You ran with vigor, and consciousness left you. The mask adorns your face now and fills your limbs with inexplicable power. Its voice rouses you to waking. Get up, coward. She's not dead yet. Splatterhouse 3D. Text parallels the opening text of Splatterhouse 2. Now, this game uses primarily ripped sprites and sounds from particularly the Splatterhouse games. And considering that, it's surprising how good they look. Yes, if you've played the games, you'll probably recognize a few old friends. I didn't remember those impaled skeletons. More reminiscent of Mortal Kombat. What's that? You have weapons in this game, but you can't switch between them. You just have to pick up another one. And you can't carry them between levels. It's very much like the old Splatterhouse games in 3D. And a lot of what you do is go around picking up keys to unlock the doors. The mask is a power-up. Where's Jennifer? Oh, so it's better than where's your dog? And we started on that Ken's Labyrinth 3D nonsense. So essentially, Jennifer's spirit is still trapped in here, and we have to find her and take her with us through each level. Maybe it's pieces of her spirit that kind of look like Jennifer. I don't know. Hey, it's supernatural. That can explain damn near anything. Yep, it's supernatural. Oh, hey, Jennifer. Wait, seriously, look at her. See her? Look at her hair. It's light-colored. Collect her? It's dark-colored. That happened in Splatterhouse 2 also. Like, what the heck? I'm sure there's a reason for it. As will be explained in a novelization at some point. That's right, in 3 it was somewhat dark-colored but curly, wasn't it? 3 takes place years after the first 2. I don't know, maybe she got new hairdo. It is dark-colored? Okay, maybe it's dark-colored but curly. And it's weird because the sprite in 1 and 2 for Jennifer always has light-colored hair. I mean, I know people can dye their hair, but which could explain the change between 2 and 3, but not the change within 2. I mean, if you can't have absolute realism in gory horror games, where can you have it? Oh yeah, that's the guy who doesn't die. Yeah, sometimes it pays to be speedy around here. Oh, a bat. Can't remember. I would need more keys. Will this kill those guys permanently? Only time will tell. Sounds like not. Oh, tell me, how is everybody's Halloween weekend going? Got any plans? And that's right, the other thing that I remember the maker said that inspired him was Escape from Monster Manor, which is, I think, the first true FPS released on a console. Came out on the 3DO. That's where the whole idea of finding all the keys to open all the doors comes from. Hope that the level design is a little better planned out. Yeah, I think it is. Where are you, Jennifer? Got everything I could from here, yes? So it would seem. There's Jennifer. And there's a lot of other things. I do notice with this GameMaker 3D engine, I seem to be getting stuck on the walls a bit sometimes. Oh. I fell into the sewer. Not as much as you would in Killing Time, but still a little bit more than, like, Wolfenstein. See what I mean? Oh, okay, so the chains can sometimes pull those monsters up. I don't know what exactly to call them. Oh, shoot, I think that time I did it behind me. Up in the courtyard. Still looks better than Bram Stoker's Dracula. Unpleasant-looking ghost thing, which I presume cannot be killed, because ghosts. Splatterhouse too, you could punch your way through the ghosts, or some of them. Oh, hey, Jennifer. Oh, hey. Gun. This here's my boomstick. The ghosts do not care much for my boomstick. Oh hey, Lemuel. Thank you so much for the follow, Lemuel. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. How's your Halloween weekend going? Press any key to unpause, gotta be careful. Tells you how much ammo and keys you have, but it's in some really dark color, so it's harder to see. Is this the way I've been? Okay, yeah. Remember that guy. Oh, glad it's good so far. Chainsaw. Okay, that's how you kill those guys for good. Chainsaw. Got any fun plans for Halloween? It's one of my favorite holidays. Oh, we need a key. Just having a chill weekend, probably. I was a bit late, trying to formulate Halloween plans this year. Ghost. Well, that sounds fun. Oh, relaxing from work. That's good. Same here, kind of. I had to work a couple days this week and then again on Monday, so not too bad. Oh wow, you work till 7 a.m. Yeah, I know you have the late shift, Hessian. But it's nice that your work lets you stream sometimes. And by lets you, I mean doesn't catch you when you do it. Now, which way have I not gone to find a key? Oh, this way. If things are alive, I probably haven't gone there yet. I mean, if I'm doing my job right. Much like Doom, thank goodness there's no fuel for the chainsaw. I remember reading that in Evil Dead, Hail to the King there was, and that being a survival horror game, it was in short supply. Actually, I still haven't played any of the official Evil Dead games other than Fistful of Boomstick. This is the wrong way. Oh, that guy. That was a boss in the original Splatterhouse. 2 chainsaws and a bag over his head. Also about 8 feet tall. Are you a fan of the Splatterhouse series, Lemuel? The second one's my favorite, and I have not that much experience with the first one. I think I've played it through once or twice. There's the door out. Oh, nice. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to play it as a kid. I mean, the ones on the Genesis. Oh, you had the TurboGrafx 16 for it. That's cool. Oh yeah, the reboot. I knew it was on PC and some modern consoles. I really do want to try that, since I'm interested in what it's like. Oh, hey, Jennifer. Whatever that thing is, I think it's supposed to be like the boar worm from Splatterhouse 3. And I don't think we can kill it. Yeah. But one of these days I'll check out the reboot. And the TurboGrafx 16 one looked like a pretty decent port. I mean, even if it couldn't match the arcade graphics. And I know it had that great warning on the box. This game may not be suitable to people who are easily scared or cowards. Something like that. The pre-rating system days. the turbo graphics? Yeah, because I know it came out before the Genesis, and I never actually saw one in person, only experienced it through emulation. And it did have, you know, some good games and, well, good graphics compared to the 8-bit stuff. I know they came out with that TurboGrafx 16 Mini with a bunch of preloaded games this past year. You thinking of getting that? Chainsaw. Oh. Did I die? Oh right, the Turbo Express. I forgot about that. Back before they had the Sega Nomad. Okay, we can kill the boreworms with a bat. Thank God. Shoot. I wish they had a variable window as opposed to either full screen borderless or just in the center in this smallish window, but I mean, I'm grateful they have those two things. Man, it was such a great idea having games work on a portable system as well as your console. I'm surprised that like more manufacturers didn't follow suit afterwards. Yeah, take Splatterhouse on the road. Play it in crowded diners. Give the little children at the next table nightmares. How was it? Okay. I thought there was like one called the Sega Nomad for the Genesis that could do that, but it's one of those things I don't know. I've only read about it. Oops. I just gotta keep moving in here sometimes. Maybe the Nomad was another name for the Game Gear. Now wait, we're back here. Can't go out there without Jennifer because she needs our help. And she's a damsel in distress. I don't think I can strike their projectiles. I think I've tried that in a previous playthrough. Been here before. No, I still don't have a key. Is this back? I was fighting the boreworms? I think it's set up. I think it was. Hard to tell because their corpses are so small. Oh, Jennifer. Where could you be? Wish there was an auto map. Yeah, at least there's infinite lives, and you just have to restart that part of the level. Here somewhere? Ah, that's it. That's where the key was, hidden in plain sight. I know, it is really Doom-like. Which, except for the fact that enemies are always facing you. Uh-oh. Better go back and grab another mask for health. And I kind of think that this engine, which was based on GameMaker, was originally made for a Doom fan game in the early days of GameMaker. And it's surprisingly fun compared to most of those kind of rudimentary 3D engines within do-it-yourself engines. It's if done right. And I've tried the second Doom reboot game, and it was incredibly fun. I was really surprised. Yeah, I played Doom Eternal on my roommate's computer for an hour once. And it was great. I really had the feeling of the early Doom. And I tried to buy the first Doom reboot, but Humble ran out of keys, and then after 6 months we're like, we don't know when we're getting more keys. We'll refund it. I'm like, well, fine, I'll just wait for a Steam sale. But since I loved the old ones, particularly Doom 2 and then Doom 3, I know I'll enjoy the modern Dooms. Have you played through the new ones, Lemuel? But they capture that same adrenaline-pumping feel, especially in Doom 1 and 2, that not a lot of the recent games do. And you do enjoy them a lot. Are they pretty tough? Ooh, a ghost following me. I've seen other streamers playing them too, and especially on the higher difficulties. Oh. When you say the first Doom, you mean Doom 1 or the first reboot Doom? Mirror adjacents like in Splatterhouse 1. Oh. Cyber Demon was one tough boss, at least in the original. Oh, okay, that one, yeah. You have to fight the Cyber Demon multiple times. I guess in the first Doom, in his boss level, was it Tower of Babel? He wasn't as hard as he could have been, because it was a big, wide open level. Room to dodge those rockets. I'm not concerned with a high score. I'm concerned with winning. Right, where's... That's pretty good level design. A nice fast pace. And a shotgun sprite that looks vaguely familiar. Can't think from where. Probably Battlefield 1942. Oh, they even do the kick like in Splatterhouse 3. And Doom Eternal has a little more to it. Like even more than the first one. Thank goodness. I did get turned around. Ooh, I need another key. Yeah, on the higher difficulties, those ones look quite brutal. Oh, okay. Even more fast-paced. Wow. That's hard to imagine. From what I've seen of... I think it was Doom Eternal and not Doom 2016 I played a little bit of, but you know, I couldn't swear to it. Out of ammo. Oh, the new ones. Yeah, the graphics did look amazingly good. Apparently they can even run on, you know, not so high-end computers. And it's always just great to see those, like, you know, those enemies we're familiar with in the 1994 graphics redone in 2016 graphics. Which, I mean, I guess you could say they did in Doom 3, but they didn't try to make them look as similar. Upside down cross, that was a boss from Splatterhouse 1. Oh, we killed it? Oh. On PS3. Which one was that? The new Doom? Oh, it came out on PS3? I can't. At this point, I can't keep track of when the new consoles came out. I kind of stopped upgrading after PS2. I was thinking of getting a PS5 if it was, you know, backwards compatible through PS1. Oh, Doom 3, right? Yeah, I played it on PC. And I remember that was one. It wouldn't work on my, like, 2004 computer, so I was excited when I got my Windows 7 computer in 2010, which still works. And I was like, yeah, finally played Doom 3. But I've had a copy sitting around that I got at the library book sale. That sums up my life pretty well. Those heads. Especially menace, because they're not as easy to see. And, you know, they have projectiles. Yeah. Yeah, playing Doom 3 on a console. It's nice there are so many, you know, there are more horror games on consoles than there were, at least back in the Genesis era. I always wonder if that's why there's so many, like, games now that are, like, PS1 styled indie horror games, because PS1 was, like, the first console where people remember playing a lot of horror games. We've got Jennifer. We've got the key. But I gotta remember where the exit was. Yeah. Similarly, probably so many VHS-styled indie retro horror games because people fondly remember watching horror movies on VHS. Oops, there's one. Several there. Oh, shoot. I have to go search for another key. I mean, nope. I've not been in here. Oh. Oh, the mini bosses. Yes. Oh. Not a new level quite yet. Blasted ghosts. I wonder if I should be pushing on all the walls that look vaguely different. Seeing if any of them open or slide back. I gotta get a chainsaw. I don't know where Jennifer is, but I found a gun. That's better than... I won't say that's better than Jennifer, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. What is it the Marines used to say? Used to date a homecoming queen, now I date my M16. I think that was in the Doom strategy guide that they quoted that. There's one more door. One more boar worm. Hey, there's the lovely Jennifer. Find some meat. Well, I think I saw the exit back away, so we don't need more keys. Oh, the mask. It's basically it's a power-up that gives you points and restores your life. Like it's also, I don't know, since we're wearing the terror mask right now, I don't know if it exactly makes sense. It's supposed to be another representation of the terror mask, I guess. Yeah. Very useful when you run across them. But yeah, Hessian, like, licking the barrel of your rifle, I don't know if it affects the trajectory of the bullet, but if you don't keep the rifle sterilized, I don't know that it's sanitary. Purblind Gamer LLC cannot advise you to put your mouth anywhere near live firearms. That's, yeah. While I do not speak from personal experience, my lawyers assure me there's a reasonable chance that it is dangerous. Maybe that wasn't my lawyer. Maybe that was an episode of Scooby-Doo where Shaggy tells Scooby not to look into a cannon. Yeah. Figure Hanna-Barbera cartoons are as good a source of legal advice as anything is these days. Oh, shoot, there's another head. No keys. Isle of the Dead. Oh yeah, that was that awful Doom or Wolfenstein clone with adventure pretensions. It was like if you exited, it showed an animated cutscene of you like crying and blowing your head off with a shotgun. Delightful stuff. Did you play that at some point, Hessian? I think I have it like in a 3 horror game set that I got from somewhere. Like actual Wolfenstein games. I've played 3D. Oh, the new ones. I haven't played Return, which is I think was the first reboot, and I haven't played any of the modern reboot ones. Mostly 1, 2, not 2, Sphere of Destiny. And then other games with the Wolfenstein engine, like Body Count, Quarter 7, Rise of the Triad. And hey, welcome in, Backlog Cabin, how are you? You also check out Backlog Cabin. Awesome. Mostly retro. Well, I just say retro and variety streamer. There's a varied lot of games, many of them on original hardware. Oh yeah, and you're playing that Resident Evil light gun game. looked fun. I mean, as somebody who loves a good rail shooter. Yeah, Lemuel, the New Order, that's... I know, was that the most recent of the Wolfenstein ones? Or was that the one where it's set in the modern day and you fight neo-Nazis? That sounds like an interesting new take on it. Oh shoot, we're back here again. No keys. And how's your Halloween weekend going, Backlog? Wait, are you still on vacation? I know you were jaunting around the country paying calls on different streamers. I should just charge over there and fight the boarworm. Damn, this shotgun has nice range. And hey, there's our buddy RDM Havoc. How are you doing tonight? You also should check out RDM Havoc. Streams a wide variety of games. Was streaming a Quake mission pack earlier today. Oh, Lurkin? Oh, no worries, Havoc. Thanks for coming by. A quake, the house begins to shake. Basically, that's what I always think of when I hear Quake these days. There's another. Oh, hey, TechLink, welcome in. How are you doing today, dude? Is it a big circle? How's your weekend going, TechLink? One key. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, well, actually nice. I had a long week at work. There are more down there. This level is bigger than I realized. Oh, lack of sleep. That's rough. Shoot. I feel like I keep forgetting which way to go out of the starting room in this level. I'm getting reckless. That's right. Come on over here, guys. Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you. Your death will be too fast for you to sense pain. just noticed the blood splatters on the walls. Kind of akin to like build engine games. Yeah. Won't see that in Doom. Well, unless you play it on one of the source ports. If I lure this bastard out here... Oh! Well, I found one of the boar worms. Yeah, I better just grab that gun. Yeah, how much longer are you traveling for, Backlog? Just like the rifle in Splatterhouse 2, this gun pretty much has infinite range. Hey, there's Jennifer. And some keys. Totally real, eh? Are you insinuating that maybe there was some post-production trickery, and that your recent house guests were in fact fabrications, Havoc? There's a conspiracy to be had in here somewhere. Oh, okay, that's just the other side. Now I see. It's like the mirrors form a big square all around the center. I haven't heard that one before. Did you make that up? I might have to start saying that. As regards the recent rumors, I can neither conform nor dental. Shoot fire. I think I won't get that gun, because then I lose my bat. The bat does have longer range, as well as more power. Ooh, there we are. Knife and keys. Yeah, it's a good variety of these weapons. And the more familiar you are with the old games, the more fun it is to see how they incorporate the old elements into these. And there's nothing else there, well, except him. apples getting bigger or am I getting smaller? The question we all must ask ourselves. Do they not... Wait, do they not trigger when you don't look at them? No, I'm sure they do. Might as well. We're not too low on hearts. Must suppress urge to go back and kill all of the formerly unkillable guys with the chainsaw. Ooh. The rabble of pit demons. Something in the wall. I think this is a boss. There's certainly a bossy atmosphere here. Get him as far away as possible. At least you can run through the enemies here. Oh, it's a heart in the wall. Right then, Contra. That's a lot of blood. And it's still going. Oh, the house is burning down. This does not disturb the monsters. Ah. Yeah. I like this game isn't nearly as stingy on the health as it could have been. Face, right? That painting right there looks so familiar. I'm sure I've seen it in some other horror game, but I couldn't tell you which. Tempting as the gun is. Was there another? There was another. Yeah. You see little guys. I don't know, they don't seem to mind the fire. I mean, I get that you guys are dead, but dead flesh still burns. Maybe they just don't feel it. Hard to maneuver around the fire precisely. Is that all there is here? It looks like it. Probably passed the door somewhere and I wasn't paying very good attention. No, it wasn't there. Aha, there it was. Okay, that's where I am now. We're out of the house. And so is everything else. At least you only have to hit him each once with the chainsaw. From. Oh wait, it's an open door. Oh. That's the open door we came in through. Minor details. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out, Ashen. And yeah, I hope your night at work goes well and you feel up to streaming tomorrow. Or at least, if not streaming, at least going out for Halloween. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We Splatterhousers have to stick together. Splatterhouser. That'd be a good name for a gun, or a weapon of some sort. Not having that damn ghost chase me through those doors. Welcoming committee. Oh, Jennifer! Stupid demons. Ooh. I think that was the same final boss from the original Splatterhouse 1. Big, vaguely human face. I always like in horror games where you see the enemies and it's like, I don't know exactly what you are or how to describe you, but you alarm me. Whoa. I think he had a second form there. Jennifer? Oh. Wait, is that Scarborough Fair? Art to reproduce. The end of the first part. Oh yeah, high score table. And it quits. And originally it was 2 separate games. I think part of a planned trilogy. And then when like interest was rekindled in them, the developer fixed some bugs on modern systems and re-released them in one package as Splatterhouse 3D Gold. It's only been like an hour, 10 minutes, an hour and 11. I say we go ahead and push through the second one. They're gonna start full screen, yep. Borderless full screen. She doesn't have to die, Rick. We can still save her. Return to the house. I'll find you there. Return to Splatterhouse 3D. Wait a second, is it just me or does this look slightly larger? Hold on, let me make sure it's... still filling the window, right? And you guys are seeing the whole game. Oh yeah, that's all of it. And so we continue. We don the terror mask, and we return to Splatterhouse. Even though we're clearly not in a house anymore, but, you know, the house is nearby. The tombstones say rest in peace, but those who nap under them have other ideas. We're outdoors. What are the gremlins hanging from? Magic ropes. Is that just a masked power up? Yeah. Oh, this is the ruins of the house after it burned down. Got it. I might have had a hand in that. See? Mysteriously dark-haired Jennifer. What's up with that? I'm curious, what color is her hair? Like, the sprite of her when she's just standing on the ground. Ooh. Waters and blue books. Blue books, oh dear. I won't have to be taking any more high school or undergraduate exams. And I think that flask we picked up is like a special weapon, kind of like you can throw it, like the flasks in Splatterhouse 2. It's interesting that the books are blue. I wonder why, if that's how some of them were in the old Splatterhouse games. And I don't remember those sprites specifically. They kind of remind me of ones from... Oh no, that's fine. Those book sprites kind of remind me of ones from Hasselvania, The Quest for Shut-Eye, which I should stream someday. Oh, we lost our flask. Wow. He died so definitively, he broke the music. We can kill them through the bars. Sometimes. We have fun here in Splatterhouse. Oh shoot, some of the gremlins are spewing projectiles. This will never do. Nasty little things. Do they respawn? Oh yeah, they respawn. I don't recognize them from Splatterhouse. Original trilogy. They may be from some other game. Yeah, books. There's the door. A door. And there's another door. And there's a Jennifer. Oh! Oh, nice! That was impressive. That Jennifer just turned into a hideous monster to be killed. Fortunately, not a massive boss one like in Splatterhouse 1. Oh shoot, I forfeited my bat. Okay, I got one more key. I'm just thinking about it, I'm surprised they haven't used those screaming long-armed enemies from Splatterhouse too. Those were pretty iconic. Maybe they're coming up. Okay. So we can use the flash to kill the ones that keep getting back up. I'm sure the readme told me that, but it was time to press F1 in this economy. Besides, in Windows 10, you gotta hold down another key while pressing a function key. Whose idea was that? Probably the same person who came up with sticky keys in Windows 8. Is there like some massive troll that's worked at Microsoft for 20 years? I think so. There should be a movie about it. Oh, never got into computer gaming. You're always more of a console gamer. I was growing up. Like until I was 10, our computer was more than 10 years out of date. I'm not kidding. Yeah, the computers can be dashed confusing. Especially with trying to run older games on them. Windows 10 has gotten a lot better than the last couple generations, I'll give it that. Like now with a little tweaking, I can sometimes run Windows 98, and I think Windows 95. Not reliably Windows 95 games on it. But yeah, because I grew up with a Genesis, and then like in college got a GameCube, then a PS2, which were both out of date when I got them. But now I kind of gradually became more of a PC gamer, especially as I discovered freeware games. I'm like, hey, you mean there are halfway decent games that I don't have to pay for? Oh, upgraded to PS4. So you've been a PlayStation gamer for a while now, nice. Ooh, both an NES and a Genesis. It's pretty awesome. Beat Mania. Is that a series I'm not familiar with? Yeah, for me it was, well, I guess Genesis was the one is the one I still play most regularly when I'm back home. Oh, there's the ghost. Then I keep saying, you know, eventually I will upgrade to more modern consoles. It's just that the games get more expensive. And there are so many PC games I still have to play. Oof. I do have a key. We do not have a key. We have Jennifer. Ooh. The Batman games. Ooh. When you say the Batman games, you mean the new ones like the Arkham Asylum and Arkham World, and, you know, Northwest Arkham Borough, Arkham Boulevard. Those seem fun. I do need to play those games. Especially since I love Batman. The Batman animated series was one of my favorite TV shows as a kid. I know you upgraded to PS4. Do you think it's worth it at this point? Now that PS5's been out a while and the prices are going down. What on earth? Ooh. Giant cockroach bugs that take 2 hits. Yikes. Well, that makes sense. Like the order they came out in, kind of. I know I have a PC version of, I think, Arkham Asylum, the first one. Tell you what I wish they would do is, if they would, you know, release... Actually, were they talking about doing this? Release a drive, like a disk drive for the PS5 that you could plug into a port that plays PS1 and 2 games. I mean, hell, that would make it worth it for that alone. Plus the PS5 games. Yeah, I need one more. I don't follow the modern games as much. I don't know if there are any that I'd be really excited about playing. And occasionally I hear of some and think, oh yeah, gotta play that. Oh, interesting. It plays some but not all PS4. Of course then, I guess if you got a PS5 and a first generation PS3, between the two of them you could play every game ever released for a PlayStation. Oh good. I was like, wait, do I have my girlfriend with me? I guess so. It's easy to forget your girlfriend's with you when she's just a sort of 2D image floating at the top left of your vision. The swamps. It does add challenge when you don't know which of the hang things can spit at you and which just hang there. I don't think I need to, because basically they give you points and they give you health. And I'm not really worried about points. I'm just kind of keeping them in reserve in case I need health, like I think I do now. Hello, Hell's Octopus. There's like a major boss in Splatterhouse 2. Can we kill him? No, not without a weapon. Like Days Gone, is that a game? Oh! It's a PS4 game. Not familiar with it. What's it about? Ooh. Oh, a bat. I haven't played as many open world games. I'm always afraid I'd get too lost in them and want to complete every quest. Oh, zombie survival. See, that does sound fun. Oh, in Oregon. Interesting. It's probably especially neat if you live in Oregon. Oh, they're called freakers, the zombies are. You know what I should do is have a list of games I want to play when I get more modern systems. Oh, hordes. That makes sense. Like a horde of zombies. Horde of freakers. Okay, there's Jennifer. Now I gotta find my way back and make it past that octopus. Okay, there's health near the start. I gotta remember that. Ah, upgrading your bike, you said. So is a lot of it take place like? I guess if you're right, if it's open world, is that how you travel, like riding around? Is there anything here? It's a shortcut. And are you able to run down the zombies with your bike? That'd be fun. Little zombie driver kind of stuff. Oh, I see, so there's like a lot of elements to that game. Not just collecting money to upgrade, but keeping things repaired. And I guess sometimes is it better to avoid the freakers than to kill them all? Oh, and ears from the zombies. Oh, yeah, that's like they're kind of an invasive species, so they pay you a bounty for them, kind of like nutria tails in some parts of the country. I like that. Oh, Earth was following me. And I'll just go back away. Ooh. Those are fun. Giant boss zombies. I mean, like in other games, I know they're fun. Ooh. There's breakers. They break in half, and then do the two halves come after you? Ah, the screamers sound the alarm if they can catch you. Yeah, they sound pretty dangerous. I always wonder in these zombie games, how do these different zombies evolve? I'm assuming it's not just like an evil force or an evil corporation manufacturing them. I'm going too fast. Did I go in a circle? Oh, it's hard. I did go in a circle. Ooh, incredibly fast zombies. Oof. Those are terrifying. Like the fast zombies in Land of the Dead. Have 50 caliber to the head. That's pretty powerful. No wonder that would take it out. That'd take a lot of things. Oh good, there's Jennifer. I think the exit was over here. The door we came in. I feel like this is not the first time I've done this. Fast travel octopi. This is all still the same level. Wow, these levels are getting a bit bigger. That game, Days Gone, does it take a long time? It sounds like it could be one of those games you put many hours into. I've always been kind of bad about that. I played Far Cry 2 and ended up spending way too long. Never finished it though, but I was like, okay, I gotta get all the missions. And if every tape and every hidden diamond, it's like, no, that's not how you play those games. Ghosts. There's not a key through the trees on one side. I think it was the other side. We'll just break on through to the other side. Yeah. What is here? Oh, is key to my heart. Or is key to locked door? That got me. And where's the real Jennifer? Will the real Jennifer please stand up? And not turn into a monster, if it's at all convenient. Yeah, a lot of blue books, which, yes, contain lore about Splatterhouse, and are good to have around. Yeah, that potion is the same thing you can throw to permanently destroy one of these little guys. Wish they weren't in such short supply. Terribly sorry, sir. I mistook you for someone who had his entrails hanging out. Yeah, nice to have a few special weapons. Oh, didn't even get to kill him. Oh, yeah, there's no way that's Jennifer. Yeah. Who locked the door? Oh, okay. This is not... Yes, could we not do the whole infinitely spawning thing? Thank you. These floating things had horribly twisted, bloated faces. Couldn't tell you what they were. Save that. I wonder if guns keep the little guys who keep getting back up down permanently. Oh. Is that a hole? That was a hole. Figured sooner or later they were going to start raising out of the floor. They always do. Yeah, I know, it's like... an easy way to start a new level. New location. Oh, those are the ones that were shooting at me. And these ones too. And I'm sure that's a decoy Jennifer, but yeah. Oh, I was standing on one of the little guys. Oh. You can punch through the bars, but not swing a bat through the bars, it looks like. Those bloater floaters appear in random places. Yeah, I need a key. There's a key. And nothing for it. Well, we know where to go for health. You know those little respawning guys? Oh, there's another one. or the little guys who keep getting back up, remind me of was... God, what was that? There was some really bad, surreal FPS game from, like, early 2000s. It was later remade in an improved version by a fan in Doom, and it had... giant mouths and TVs that shoot static at you, and... what else? Shoot, trying to remember. Oh yeah. The Billy tank and the Johnny copter, which were a tank and a helicopter with some guy's face on them. But at one point there was like a big stage, and a bunch of these little guys were kind of dancing in place, like deformed, slightly big heads, and they would keep doing this, humming this tune, and like... And those guys who were singing or dancing in place looked kind of like these little guys who keep reforming. Might be the same sprites, but I couldn't tell you, and now I can't remember. I feel like I'm going to remember the name of that game, and it's going to be obnoxiously obviously once I do. That's the trouble when you play too many random, obscure games. You start to forget them sometimes. Then when you tell people about them, everyone's like, "Are you sure that wasn't another one of your fever dreams?" I'm like, "This does describe a number of the games I play, yes, but..." Little guys before I go into Frozen Cockroach Central. Oh, a key. No, I guess not. Not much health hereabouts. A lot of dead things hereabouts. Now, I wonder if I would do better without getting the bat. If there aren't any enemies that require it here, and if my fist is faster. We'll give that a go. Yes. Ah. It's harder to see those little ones, since they are shorter. Oh, so sometimes, I think, sometimes when you punch one of the little guys, one of the floater bloaters appears before he comes back to life. I could be mistaken. Oh. thing, it may be random, you just have to remember. Oh. Huh. Do not release the cockroaches, and the cockroaches will not kill you. And they're probably not cockroaches, but they're some kind of large, insectine unholiness. No offense to any cockroaches in chat. I'm sure plenty of these bugs are perfectly lovely if they're just not trying to kill me. Yep. Wait, where are the doors? There. Oof. Just make a break for it. And we're back in the house. Hey, didn't we burn down the house? Well, it's back. Gun. And books. At this point, I pretty much just save the guns for when I know there's somewhere I'm going to need them. No, seriously, where do you guys come from? Belgium? How did it go? Instead, we should be fighting the real enemy, those godless Belgians. I'm out of practice with my Max voice. Not sure what killed me. It probably was another zombie I wasn't seeing. They're so damned silent when they're not attacking you. I think it said stage 5. So I probably only have 1 or 2 stages left in the second game, which is all there is. Shoot, I did the same thing again. I can't imagine I have more than a half hour left. Unless I play really badly. Yeah, I think, with the 2 games combined, it's a good length for a game. A freeware fan game, And the way they move so silently and don't make any noise except when they're attacking you, it's like the Jaguar or the Jaguar version of Alien vs. Predator, which was known for startling people. Oh, thank you, Lemuel. I appreciate it. I mean, I think it's partly that I like this kind of game, and also I have played this a couple times before, but not in a while. It's one of those easy ones to pick up and get back into. Nice and simple. A glowing ball. Is it the mask? Oh, a key. Behind the mask. Useful. I don't know what it was. It may have been another projectile or something. Alright, back in the library. Oh, interesting. I completely missed that. Unless it was one of the hearts, which also restore your health? I don't know. I mean, I could get the gun now, but who knows when I'll need it. Oops. Older bokeh. They attack pretty quick when they get back up. Huh. No, I missed that. A white ball with red fire. Unless it's just a patch of fire on the floor, but... Oh, shoot. I'll keep my eye out for another one. Oh, shoot, they keep spawning. Now, at least those ones make a noise when they appear. The basic zombies don't even snarl when they first pop out. I think it's that those floater bloaters sometimes pop up from where you kill another enemy. Random or predetermined, I couldn't say. Shoot. Well, I know where the gun will come in handy. Yeah. Underestimated their speed. No, that guy came from a place I hadn't been before, so I don't really know. Oh, good, there's more health there. I think it must be when you just walk in a certain place you trigger them. Okay. Oh, okay, that thing back there, that's one of the, like, normal health power-ups. Basically does the same thing as the mask without giving you points. It's supposed to be a heart. Very weird sort of heart. Yeah. Yeah, now that you say it, I see it. They do kind of look like they're flaming, the way they pulse and flash. I don't trust those frozen cockroaches. Oh. E.g. Yeah. Oh shoot. I'm gonna have to go risk grabbing the other one. Oh, I already did grab the other one by mistake. Oops. There was more, yeah. Just another door there. Oh. There was health hidden there the whole time. Okay. Let's brave the library. I like the library. Let's try and trigger the floater bloaters. And trigger the cockroaches. Yeah. Yeah. I think this'll... You gotta come along to follow me? No? Oh, well. Shows what I know. Oop. Shoot, I heard it. Aha. That door might just lead back to the roach room. I think this game's well designed enough that you won't get trapped without a key. But who knows? Ah, no. Exit. Oh. Is there the decency to refill your health? I mean, considering you can't take any weapons and you have infinite lives, why not? Upon further reflection. This is a terrible strategy. Where is it? You're not Jennifer. You're one of the kung fu creatures of the rampage too. Okay. Maybe I should have tried to open one of those doors. I was gonna say, you guys I'm not worried about. But then he came through and I'm like, you concern me. I mean, that was a terrible idea. Okay, I mean, we're still alive. What's that? Oh. Oh, right. Bug boy. Oh, we do have a key. Real Jennifer. Now let's get out of here. I don't like that music. Sounds like something's afoot. Levels, a lot of small things. I'm sandwiched between the bars, they can't get at me. Yeah, saw more. I'm gonna play it slow. And then run fast. Backwards. This is a nice thing in most games. There's not something you can trip on while running backwards. I guess a lot compensate by just having you run slower. I don't know if bad is better here, but got it now. Okay. Those are all the doors, so... Oh. God, I wonder if they're going to start spontaneously breaking. Yeah, this game manages to do stuff that makes you nervous. any one of them could break, and then you could actually accidentally break another, trying to kill that one. It was just like in that level in Splatterhouse 2, and the long-armed screaming things were in glass tanks. This game is arbitrary when it decides what a new stage is. Oh! Oh my god, I think it's supposed to be Dr. West. Well, I got him, but some of his beloved pets did not like that. Maybe if I die this time, I'll just chuck a flask in his direction. Hey, did they not die? Maybe just take more hits. That I can live with. Yeah. Is there health? No health. Only death. Oh, he drops a key. And that's what makes them come out to play. I thought 2 broke out. Perhaps I was mistaken. Oh. I think I forgot where he was. One of these. Okay, let's go through the door. Stage 6. That's the last stage. Certainly looks like it. It's shooting at me. Oh! Oh my gosh, it's just like the portal in Splatterhouse 2. This is what's so fun. It's like the creative ways it reimagines scenes from the old games in a 3D world. Dubious. Flaming skulls. This is the Catacombs games. lot of strafing. And a lot of rapid fire punches. I don't dare turn my back on that thing. No telling what it'll spit up. Spitting. Is there anything in the landscape that can help me? Oh. Like a health power-up right behind me. GTK. Some of you. Jennifer? Looks like a maze to me. Shoot, are those floater bloaters? There they are. And ghosts. What a combination. I better save that for a moment. Famous last words, I concede. There's the ghost. I don't remember much about this part of the game. Oh. Oh, that giant face, whatever it is. So what exactly is going on here? What does it do when it makes that weird noise? Like that. Shooting something. Oh, hey. Oh. skulls went away for a moment, but they came back. Yeah, we got Jennifer. Wait, did I? Oh shoot, I'm trapped in the skulls. That's gotta be what it is. And hopefully that big thing, yeah. Make sure I'm positioned right before I punch him. There's more. But we've got Jennifer now. Oh. We gotta keep punching that thing to make the skull barriers disappear. That's it. I remember this level now. Pretty good idea for a level. Multiple flashes? I don't know. Oh, I guess not. Because the trick is to hit him before he shoots you. And to not get caught on the furniture. Oh, that's him. Is he regenerated here? Oh, I bet he regenerates him. Yep. That would be it. This is the level that makes me glad. We have infinite lives. not coming back here. Not in this lifetime. I've got the gun at this point. Yeah, this is the final level. Recognize that big thing in the Splatterhouse games. I wonder if it's an original one. One key. Shoot. Ha. I was doing better. If only. Jennifer! Am I glad to see you, because now I can get out of here. Oh boy. Come on then. The monsters have disappeared into the monstrous house disappeared into the lake, and the terror mask has left me as I was with Jennifer. But what of the mask itself? As long as it exists, it can happen again. Now that better be, yeah, that's the end. I assume there'll be something spooky at the end of the credits. Oh, thanks, Lemuel, I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking it out through this weird fan game. Which, it's really fun to play, and better made than so many of the ones out there, especially from the time. The end. Oh, that octopus. Yeah, it was. It was really creative, and it's a fun study in how, 2D can be transitioned to 3D, and I like that there are so many levels that are like homologs, or whatever the term is, of the ones in the old games. Which not as many games do. Now it's left me curious to check out the developer's newer work, his Doom mods that he made. Also 3D Splatterhouse games a good 10 years after this was first made. But for another day. I'm not likely to run out of short horror games for Short Horror Saturday anytime soon. I think that's about going to wrap it up for the night. Besides, I have a Halloween party I must be getting to soon. But, yeah, I appreciate everybody coming by here. But you know what's happening in the near future. We've finished both Prodigal and Alone in the Dark recently, so it means we'll be starting new games next week. And I normally stream Wednesday and Sunday evenings and Saturday late afternoons. Often runs into evening. Probably next week I'll start one of the Carol Reed mystery games, which is a long-running indie series of adventures that I've been meaning to play, and thanks to the developer's help, I've got it so it'll work in windowed mode on this computer, which is much easier to play it in. And tomorrow, though, it is Sunday, and it is also Halloween. And you know I like horror. So I will be having a stream, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because I had various ideas. I was thinking on the one hand of doing a, longer game, a couple hours, and on the other hand of doing one or two short Halloween games, and then reading an original horror story that I'd written over the past day or two on stream, which I've never done before. It'd be interesting to see how it goes and suitable for Halloween, but I don't know if it would run too long or if that would be something people would be interested in. shoot, I have to make decisions. So what I may do is put a poll on Twitter and see whether people would just want just games or a couple of games and then me reading an original horror story. And I'll probably start stream earlier than the customary tomorrow so I can have more time to celebrate Halloween. And maybe I'll dress up like Death. Maybe. So, yeah, if you haven't followed me on Twitch, you're welcome to follow me here, and also on Twitter and MySpace, which is where I post most of my stream announcements and other random jokes and sometimes polls. I don't have a Discord. That was why we ended up playing Prodigal and Alone in the Dark over Spooktober, because those are the games that were voted for on Twitter. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll put up a poll on Twitter and see what the fans prefer for tomorrow's stream, and also settle on the exact time. I think that's the main stuff. I'll have more channel points, rewards, actives probably in the next week, and I'll probably do a couple of game giveaways tomorrow, since I haven't in a while, and I have too many games, including some spooky ones, which are perfect to give away for Halloween. I think it'll be a fun stream. Let's see, if you guys could hang out whilst we raid somebody, I'd really appreciate it. Let's see who's online. I wonder if the developer of Splatterhouse 3D Gold will discover my streams. That's happened a couple of times. Sometimes because I post links to my VODs online, or other times because the developer just discovers it on YouTube and is like, hey, I made this game for a student project 13 years ago. Nice. Oh yeah, and you can also watch my past VODs on YouTube. I'm a little behind. Ashen's playing Deathloop. She's playing... Oh, Black Mirror. That's a classic horror adventure. And Earthbound. I should probably raid somebody else playing horror. You gotta keep better track of who I raid and who I haven't, and who has raided me and I haven't raided back. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid that girl, Joey, who's playing Black Mirror. A lot of you guys probably know her. And she's a fun streamer. Also plays a lot of horror and especially horror adventure games. But you know me, I like horror. Streamer, game on stream, streamer, I'm afraid, streamer, you must pause on stream, streamer, got the raid. Oh my gosh. Hey, Slardybardfast. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Really kind of you. Welcome in. You guys should check out Slardybardfast. He's another cool streamer, plays a lot of retro games. You were one of the ones I was thinking of playing and of raiding, and then I saw you were playing Earthbound. It's going alright, thanks. How's your day going, Slardy? You're making good progress in Earthbound? Hey. Yeah, it's actually, we had just finished Splatterhouse 3D Gold, which is quite a good, old school FPS reimagining of the Splatterhouse games. Specifically Splatterhouse 1 and 2. It was more than 10 years old, but, it's still pretty fun. And largely forgotten in the Splatterhouse history, but I certainly enjoyed it, and I recommend it. We actually had just finished up, and we were about to raid someone else. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who does a lot of horror, especially around Halloween. Oh, you finished the Mr. Saturn area boss. Hey, good for you. Sounds like you're getting pretty far in the game. I know it's a long game, but you've been playing it for a couple streams yet. Yeah, I hope everybody has some fun Halloween plans for the weekend. And, oh, my pleasure. And I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow other than my Halloween stream, which I'll post a poll on Twitter about what exactly form that'll take. And that should be fun, but I'll try and do that fairly early so I and anybody watching can go out and celebrate Halloween on a Sunday night. And it probably won't involve getting too drunk. Yeah, I hate to raid so fast just because, it is getting somewhat late. And as usual, the short horror Saturday ends up lasting, almost 3 hours. I do not know how to estimate how long games will take, especially obscure ones. Oh man, you dozed off a couple of times, and I hope you do get some rest. And, I'll probably need it too. We were just about to raid that girl Joey, who's playing Black Mirror, the first in a series of point-and-click horror adventures from mid-2000s, I think. I know the first one was released in a big box. And oops. Shoot. Who did I? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, that girl Joey has it's usually a pretty chill stream with a lot of friendly people who also hang out in our chat. It worked? Yay, it did work. Thank you again for everybody who hung out through this damned strange fan game. Thank you so much, Slardy. Oh, thank you too, Artium Havoc. No, my pleasure, and thank you guys for being here. Whether you're chatting or lurking or just hanging out or popping by, it always means a lot to me. And I'm glad you guys are here, especially when I'm playing weird and obscure games. And don't forget to follow me here and on Twitter and MySpace, and Halloween stream tomorrow. So say hi to that girl Joey. Don't, punch zombies, causing them to explode in a shower of blood, because that'll stain your walls. Eat lots of vegetables. And remember, one more day till Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. One more day till Halloween, Silver Shamrock.